Hello and welcome to Hakai YGO for my Super Heavy Samurai Goblin Biker build. I'm going to get straight into the deck profile. To start with the Goblin cards, I am playing 3 Goblin Biker Dug Charger, 1 Mean Merciless, 1 Clatter Spodder, and 1 Boom Mark. I believe that the Mean Merciless, Clatter Spodder, and Boom Mark are all one-offs, as they don't incur any use within the deck, and they are more utilization cards that you can use within your combo that are all gained access to because of either Big Gabunga or Dug Charger. And Dug Charger allows you to detach one from either player's field to special summon himself, and when he's summoned, he adds a Goblin Biker spell or trap, which is the other way to have a full combo extender. So that's it for the Goblin monsters. For the Goblin spells and traps, I am playing 3 Grand Entrance and 1 Pile Up. Grand Entrance is the #1 searcher from Dug Charger, as the card allows you to add a Goblin monster, then detach one from the field, and then special summon that Goblin monster. So it is an extender as a spell card, but it also allows you to detach one from a monster on the field, to then add a Goblin Biker from the graveyard back to your hand in the same turn, which is even better. And then the other card is Goblin Biker Grand Pile Up. It is the new card out of Legacy of Destruction, and what it does, it allows you to exceed summon one Goblin monster on top of another Goblin monster, whilst also acting as a DD Crow-esque card by banishing it from the graveyard, targeting a Goblin monster, targeting a card in your opponent's graveyard, and attaching it to a Goblin monster you control. So it allows you to have 2 more forms of interruption if you'd already opened the Grand Entrance, which, for a brick in the deck, I have not got a problem with it so far. Also, because I'm playing Super Heavy Samurai, I can banish both these cards from the graveyard, making the Super Heavy Samurai engine still work after turn 1. As for cards that don't allow me to use the Super Heavy Samurai engine after turn 1, Rota. Dug Charge is the best card, you got to go for it. And then, last spell or trap in this deck, Full Armoured XYZ. It's a rank 3 deck, therefore the full armoured stuff are kind of broken, being able to get an extra form of interruption, a draw, and an exceed summon on your opponent's turn. All off 2 level 3s. For the non-engine level 3s that I'm playing, I am playing 3 Tour Guide, as you do not normal summon in this deck. So Tour Guide not only allows you to be a 1-card starter, but if she gets negated, you're not too fussed because all the other cards in your deck allow you to play. 3 Terratop, 1 Tacky Tomborg. Ban list was nice, giving us back a Terratop so we can do our entire combo without even using our normal summon. And then 3 level 3 extenders being Kagemusha Knight, Psychic Tracker, and Psychic Wielder. Kagemusha Knight is another reason why I'm playing Rota. It's because we can chain block cards like Tour Guide and still allow us to continue playing. That's it for the level 3 extenders. I will assume that the Psychic Tracker and the Psychic Wielder is self-explanatory, and Terratop special summons itself as an inherent summon, adds the Tacky Tomborg, and the Tacky Tomborg will summon itself because you control a wind. Pretty good. Moving on to the Super Heavy Samurai engine, we have 3 Motorbike, 3 Bukaushi, 1 Soulkai Booster, 1 Monk Big Benkai, and 1 Fearing King Regulus. Within the 2-card combo for this deck, I am able to make Fearing King Regulus as my 5th summon, being able to play around Nib, which is pretty nice. And it also allows me to put the motorbike back onto the field, which triggers the gigantic Champion Sargass to be able to target a card on the field and either destroy it or return it to hand. So I'm able to put the motorbike back in the hand for an extension play later on, which can allow synchro summoning. It's pretty nice. And that does it for the Super Heavy Samurai engine. And then the last cards in the deck, because this is a competitive deck, is we've got 10 hand traps in the form of 2 Bell, 2 Mourner, 3 Ash, and 3 Veiler. I'm playing Super Heavy Samurai, so therefore I can't have Imperm. Unfair, but we deal with it. And then that is a 41 card main deck with 6 spells or traps, 35 monsters. It's a lot. But it works. It's the part that matters. Moving on to the extra deck, we have 2 Goblin Biker, Big Kabonga. Broken card. On Xyz summon, it allows you to add a Goblin monster from your deck to your hand. And then when a card is detached off the field, it allows you to target a monster on the field and attach it to itself as a material. And during the end phase, it attaches one of your Goblin bricks from your deck to the card, allowing you to make use of Clatter Splodder or Big or Muck, as they are both quick effects on the opponent's turn. And then 1 Crazy Beast. Crazy Beast is only in here for Goblin Pile-Up and the fact it can deal with back row. It allows you to detach 2 from the field, to target a spell or trap on the field and attach it to this card as material. It also has card destruction prevention by detaching from itself for any other card on your field, which is quite nice. You can also summon this card back from the graveyard by special summoning itself and then attaching a Goblin monster from your graveyard to its material, which is really nice in the long run because Goblin Biker Kabonga and itself are able to keep taking resources from the opponent and make an infinite loop of detaching and attaching, which is quite nice to have. That does it for the goblins. On to the reason I play the Super Heavy Samurais. The Gear Gigan X, which allows me to go full 1-card combo thanks to Terratop. Merrymaker and Gigantic Sargass. Merrymaker is the bridge into Gigantic Sargass, and Sargass allows me to add Theon King Regulus, which is my Omni Negate, because this deck has not got any other way to deal with back row other than for Omni Negates. So Board Breakers is very big into this deck, but luckily there are some ways around Board Breakers in this deck. And also Sargass is able to target a card like Kabonga. It's when a card is detached from a monster, I can target a card on the field, either return it to the hand or destroy it. So it allows me to put cards that I say equip off Theon King Regulus back to the hand, or I can target cards my opponent controls, destroy it if I want to destroy it, or return it to the hand in case it's stuff like Mirror Jade that would trigger on destruction. Which is really nice as utility to having a deck. Moving on to probably one of my favourite cards out of Age of Overlord is the XYZ Armor Stuff, as they are really fun utility cards that allow you to A. Draw a card, B. Add the trap, C. Non-target absorb a monster as a material. Not to mention, these cards also have a cool effect of equipping themselves from the graveyard thanks to the trap. This one allows targeting prevention, and it also allows you to negate all card effects on the field when the monster battles. This one, when it equipped monster battles, it inflicts double damage, and this one gains 300 per material underneath it. It doesn't have any equip effect, but when it would be equipped with a monster, or when XYZ would be equipped with a monster, it allows you to non-targeting attach a monster from your opponent's field to this card. And it can also, once per turn, add an XYZ card from your graveyard back to your hand. So you can recur the trap, and you can even put Armor Fortress back in your extra deck as a quick way to Xyz summon on your opponent's turn in case you lose a way to Xyz summon, which is really nice in the combo aspect. Lastly, it's all our utility cards that allow us to have spots in our deck to make different choices based on different boards of different decks you play against. First one is Cicada King. It is an infinite impermanence or effect failure when a card effect is activated. And it also allows me to have an extra card on the field which I can detach a card from. As unlike Gossip Shadow needs both its materials, so I'm not able to detach from that card. However, Gossip Shadow is another way of playing around cards like Nib, Ash, Valar, as it will detach 2 to negate a monster effect, or it doesn't negate, it changes it to both players draw 1, which is a nice utility to have. And since I'm playing an XYZ deck, I'm playing Divine Arsenal Zeus, as of Typhon as well, as it's nice to be able to clear boards which are really hard to out. And the last 2 cards, we have Nat Beast, as I mentioned earlier, Furions can put the cards back from your back row back to your hand, so you can put the motorbike, equip it to the Regulus. The Gigantic Sargus can return that motorbike to your hand, and you do not use your normal summon, therefore you can normal summon it. It and Doug can make Nat Beast. Broken card, you can't deal with back row normally. It's a nice way to have outs to cards like Runix. And finally, as a generic deck, we're playing SP. Don't think I need to explain that one. However, that does this for our Goblin Biker Super Heavy Samurai profile. Hope you've enjoyed, and this has been Mitchell from Hokai YGO. Peace.